Good morning, gamers. What is up? So, we didn't do. I didn't do too much since last episode. I've been working a lot, so I've been having trouble finding time to record, but we have made a little bit of progress. I kind of just put a cover over this. I put some glass in there, and I finished it up. I put the rest of the pistons and absorbers, so it's working pretty well. I keep emptying this, but I have 50 pumpkins in there. And you can see I just went ahead and made the farmer villager. So what I did, you just need the composters. And I broke it and placed it until I got a wheat trade because that was all I had. Because you need to unlock the pumpkin trade at the second step. I think you can either get pumpkin or melon. I got lucky and I got pumpkins right away. Or you might just get pumpkins regardless. So we got the pumpkin trade going. We have some emeralds in here. So we got 18. And I think I had a little bit more. So since I did that, I put some mending on both of my tools. I haven't put it on anything else though. And we get in here. Let's see how many emeralds we have in here. I think we have like 30. Yeah, we have like 40. So together, 18 plus 40, 50. Well, we have 57, I think. So that's pretty nice. And I did do a little bit more cosmetic work on the trading hall. So this is what I'm thinking it's gonna look like. Just the hall. I think I'm gonna put red carpet on this cobblestone probably. But to do that, we need a lot more wool. So the first thing I thought we were gonna do is make a wool farm or sheep farm. Alright, so I got a little spot set up right here for the sheep farm, so we'll just get started real quick. First thing we need to do is put a observer down here below a grass block, and I'm gonna kind of dig through here so we can get down to the bottom. It's kind of nice set of caves down there. We'll have room for wiring, and we're just gonna put a piece of dirt right above this block. And let me make a crafting table. We need to make some fences. We're gonna have to get a sheep in there, but I want to set it up kind of before we worry about that. So, gonna need 4 fences. Make one more. Okay, so let's see where I put that. I already forgot. Man, I really forgot, didn't I? There it is. So, yeah, you want to mark that, but with the fences we'll be able to tell where it is a lot easier. So we have that. And now I think a sheep can escape through these corners, so it should be fine. So that's where the sheep's going to go, but we don't need that just yet. What we also need is going to be a hopper minecart, and we're going to put it in this block. We're not going to put it like right there. We're going to kind of conceal it so you don't have to look at it. So the way we're going to do that is take a rail, take the minecart, and get it back up a little bit, and push it, try and break that rail. There we go, we got the rail. And, oh, yep, I should have picked that up. And then we want to cover that back up and put a dirt block there. And then get a piston in this block that we're standing in. Like this. So that's going to push the dirt over that hopper minecart. Like this. And you don't really have to cover the minecart, I don't think. But you know, you might as well. And you want to use a button. I think you want the pulse to be really quick. It might work with just a lever, but you might as well just use the button because it's cheap anyways. So you can see it's stuck in that block now, and we can put a thing back over it. And now that I think about it, just a disclaimer, you're going to want to put a hopper underneath it first, so we might not be able to place it quick enough to get it to stay under there. But let me make that hopper real quick and show you what I mean. I just went under here. It looks like we fell right into our old base. I didn't even realize I still had stuff in here. I have horse armor, a little bit of ore. We'll have to bring that back up. I had no idea this was down here. Alright, so I was trying to record making the sheep farm, but I ran I made a lot of mistakes, and then I kind of realized finally how I should do it. So I'm gonna kind of show you how we're doing it right as we're making it. So I put an observer block facing up right above. There's going to be a grass block above this, but before we do that, we want to put a hopper minecart down. And this is the part I was kind of having trouble with, is you need to have the I said the copper minecart, the hopper minecart in a place where it's going to it's going to be able to pick up the wool from the sheep, but also reach that hopper. So you kind of want to get it in between two blocks like that, so it can kind of get both, kind of more towards the sheep block if you can. So you just kind of nudge it. You take that rail away that I took away, and you nudge it as much as you can. You can kind of see. Oops. Okay, well now it's too far over, but like probably halfway onto that block. Alright, so I have it kind of where I want it, right? So it barely, if you see, I can throw it in and it'll go through the hopper into the minecart. So you just want it to be able to lead to the chest. That hopper is leading towards the chest. I'll kind of explain more of this as we build it. But right now, we're going to want to get a piston and just push that first block in. And it shouldn't move the minecart. It may have moved it a little tiny bit. Let's just make sure it still works. Throw a rail in. We get the rail back out, and it's not still in the minecart. So it is still good. So now we're going to break this. And this one's going to be a little harder to place, this piston. We want to put dirt there. And where did that piston go? Oh, right here. Put the piston down. And boom. So now it should be both. It should be, you can see its outline is right there. Now we can put the sheep in. Alright, so once you just have the observer under this block, the hopper minecart in between these two blocks, you have that hopper there facing this chest. Then you just want to fill this in and kind of build just a little cage around it, I guess. It doesn't have to be too amazing. And we're going to get the sheep and take this fence post. And we want to put a fence right here. And actually, let's do that after we get the sheep in. And we want to get them just in there. Oops. It is hard to get them in, so let me do that. Alright, I got them in. I just ended up pushing them in. And, yep, okay, lead one in the chest. Again, you can see it's working. So, this is actually just the structure of it. It's pretty easy, and you might even see him get sheared while he's in there. I'll show you the redstone that we made. Oh, and you can hear he got sheared. Let's see if the wool went in the chest. So you can see when he eats the grass, it triggers that observer block, and then, we have redstone down here. It's just a block, and it has a repeater with a 1 tick delay. That's just so the redstone triggers long enough that it can flip this redstone torch. And then we have another one up here, so it'll just turn on and off whenever the grass grows. So it'll trigger when the grass grows, but it won't actually do anything, and it won't damage the shears. But once the grass grows and he eats it again, then it will go off and we'll get the wool. So it's a really simple wool farm, and it works pretty well. It's not very fast or anything because there's one sheep. Of course, you could just build more, but that should be good for us right now. So it'll just rack up wool over time, and I'm going to dye this guy red because we want to use red carpet. Actually, I don't think we can do that till he grows wool. But yeah, so that's how that works, and we'll get to some other things now. Before we move on, I'm just waiting for this guy to get some wool so I can put some dye on him. I'm actually going to set this a little longer, so in case he does get it, I can put it on him. You want to keep this fence gate here. That's just so the grass stays and it will grow into this block. And you want to use full blocks around him, just so the wool, when it flies around, it falls onto the block that he's standing on, because if you don't do that, it might fall around and then you won't get the wool. It'll be a little less efficient. But, I mean, if you want to, you can do that. That's how my friend showed me how to do it, but I just did this so it collects a little nicer. Alright, one more thing that I wanted to do today was just work on getting a wheat farm, or either a carrot farm or a
potato farm just because I need to breed more of these guys and I can't use pumpkins and we really don't have a big wheat farm. So what I was thinking of doing was kind of making like a farm over here, which I cleared out this area in between this episode and last. And I was gonna kind of make it like a step by step farm. So it starts here and then it goes up one block every 7 blocks just so we can have like a tide of water come and wash it down and wash all the drops to us. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, but the reason I'm doing that, like I said, is to get more villagers so we can really start getting like some iron farms and some other stuff. Because we have a bunch of pumpkins right now, but I really don't want to trade all of them all at the same time and ruin that guy's trade. Because if you trade with him too many times, then the deals become really, really slow to restock. So let's get started on that. Alright, so I started the last layer of the farm. I guess this is the first layer technically. But you can kind of see what I mean. I made a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 by, I think it's 9, because you just want to go 4 out from the water source on each side, so yeah, 9. And that's going to be where we're going to plant each row. And we make it 7, so, oops. We make it 7 so we can always have the water flow down from the previous level, because we're going to set it down from the last. Is there a skeleton under here already? No, I hear one somewhere. But yeah, so we're just going to keep doing this, making these rows of the same height and same length over and over until we get a little further that way. And it's going to look maybe a little weird. Maybe I should have started a little lower, but I really don't feel like walking all the way down that hill. So maybe I'll lower it a little bit. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm going to keep doing this. Alright, so I expanded the farms out about as far as I want to. I did, I think, 4 platforms. Yeah, I did 4 platforms, and right here, I just put, since there's usually water here, I put a stone slab. I'll just waterlog it so it'll stay hydrated. So now I'm gonna have to build some walls, I guess, and I think I need to find some potatoes because I don't think we actually have any. I might just do wheat, but we'll see what happens with that. Carrots, I don't have any carrots either though. So yeah, we're gonna try and get the redstone and the wall set up today, and then probably call it at that. So let me try and get these something to build the walls with. I'm not sure what I'm gonna use yet, but I'll figure it out. Alright, so I think I'm just gonna use this stone brick. We might add in a little bit more variation in the color and stuff, but this will just be a good outline. And I think I'll put fences up here, maybe glass panes, but probably fences just so mobs can't jump over. So let me make some fences and we'll do that as well. Also, bro sheepy climbing the ladder. That is a bro moment. Alright, so I looked around and yeah, we don't have any wheat or well, we have wheat, but we don't have potatoes or carrots. So for right now, I think we're gonna have to just settle with wheat and breed the villagers using bread, which is not as efficient, just because you only get 1 wheat per block, and then you have to turn that into bread. So you really only get, for each 3 squares, you get 1 bread, and then as opposed to carrots and potatoes, where for each block you get like 3 potatoes as profit even. And then, so, I mean, you really end up getting like 9 times as much food when you're breeding villagers with that. But, you know, that's kind of what we have to work with for now until I kill a zombie and he drops something. Because I checked that village and before, and I don't think there's any potatoes or anything in any of the chests. At least none of the ones that we have access to. So we're going to fill it with wheat, and now I'm going to show you how to make the water collection system. So I'll do that quick. Okay, so the first thing we're going to need are 9 pistons. I made 10, I guess. But we want to face them out this way. You don't need sticky pistons. You can use sticky pistons, but this is to retract the water. It kind of stinks that you need 9 pistons, but like if you tried to just do it with 1, it would always run down since it can run that way and it always goes the shortest path. So unfortunately you have to use 9, so it is a little expensive, but it shouldn't be that bad if you're got a little bit of iron. So we're also going to just run the wiring up here, and I usually control it with a lever. And
for right now, I'll just put it back here. But I'll probably run some redstone down the side at some point. So as you can see, this is gonna hold the water, which I haven't put down yet. But we're gonna just put water source blocks right above this, or you can just put one in the middle, as long as you have the area kind of done right. So like if you have a little collection chamber, that if you know what I mean, for containing the water, then you only need to put one down. But that's probably what we'll do. But let me grab some more stone brick and we'll continue doing this. Alright, so we're headed to put water in. I just want to show you guys the wall design. I just did 2 up, and then on every part where it goes down, I did it wrong over there, it looks like. But you want to, I'll show you on one that's actually correct. You want to stay 1 block up when you're going down, just so when the water flows, it doesn't push it up onto there. There's not a big chance that can happen, but there is a small chance. So I usually just do it just to be safe. But anyways, what we want to do right now is put the water in. So we just want to line it up with the middle. It doesn't really matter where you put it too much, as long as it flows all the way down. Like, you can't put it at the very end, but you can put it pretty far. I think we actually got lucky there. Oh no, I thought there was a crack, but it doesn't matter. So we'll just put it in the middle, and you can fill it up if you want. There's really no point to. And so basically the way this farm works, I kind of don't want to release it because all the crops are growing, but I guess that's just the life I live, and I'm going to have to show you. So you release this, and you can see everything just flows right down to here. And it'll end right at your feet. And actually, I meant to make this go one further, I guess. Am I at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? The last one you can go a little bit further, I guess, because you want it to wash down. But what I'm going to do is put some signs. I guess I don't even need signs, but you can do signs across and pull it into one spot, so you don't even have to walk across. But this will be good for what we need for right now. So I'm going to probably work on the look of this next in between the episodes, because it looks pretty ugly right now. But yeah, it's working, and that's a pretty easy way to make a wheat farm. I know it's not the most efficient, of course. It would be a lot easier to do one that goes up in kind of like a tower shape, and that'd save you a lot more room. But I just wanted to do it because I like to fill up space when I build in the worlds, just so the world ends up like having more stuff in it, I guess, or more space taken up. But yeah, so that works pretty well, and I think we'll wrap it up now. Alright guys, so we're finishing up. I didn't even realize, but we're on episode 10 already, which kind of went by fast. I didn't realize I made so many already. But I just want to show you sheep farm. Got 31 wool already, which is pretty good for just walking around. I haven't been playing too much, but yeah, so let's read the comment. It just said, "Awesome video, man. Keep it up, Matt and Ryan." Thank you. So I know I haven't put out videos on a very consistent basis lately, and mostly that's been just because of work. But now I'm headed back to school, and everything's online, so either you're going to get a lot more videos or probably a lot less. So I'm hoping we'll get a lot more, and we can kind of kick the series off. I know I haven't released in kind of like over a week, but you know, it hasn't taken me long to like record everything. It only took 2 days to record, but there you go. See that work? It only took 2 days to record, but I just haven't had time to sit down and play Minecraft. But hopefully once school starts, I'll have a lot more time. And I think we'll probably start a multiplayer one then too, because me and my friends usually play at school, so that'll be kind of fun too. And the music starts ear raping us. Turn that down, way down. But yeah, so hopefully I'll start releasing on a more consistent basis. I should, I would imagine. And yeah, so sorry this episode was long. I'm guessing it might not be long, but it kind of feels like it was a long time. But yeah, thanks for keeping watching, whoever is watching. I really appreciate the comments, and it like makes me want to do it more. So thanks for leaving comments too. But yeah, anyways, I'll talk to you guys in the next one. I'll see you then. Bye bye.